Here we go. Our objective for today, I can solve and graph one variable inequality. So just read together, 1, 2, 3. I can solve and graph one variable inequality. So yesterday we did an introduction to inequalities. Today we're going to finish up this portion of graphing inequality and reading graphs. Okay? So yesterday we started already, and I gave you guys the Frere model, right? And we said that it's two expressions that are not equal to each other, and they have one variable. I gave you guys examples, non-examples, and we said that the most important thing to remember is that they all have inequality symbols, one unknown variable, and no exponents greater than 1 on the variable. Are we there so far? From there, I asked you to remember the steps. What were the steps? Simplify, isolate, plot, and check. Remember that? Okay, and we're going to be using the same process to solve inequalities with one variable. But once again, yesterday we started with just the basic, and today we're going to continue with the reading graphs to make sure we understand them. So from there, I said that inequalities came from the balanced scale, just like equations. However, now we're dealing with that they're not equal. That's why it stays like this. And we said that the arrow came from the original position of this scale. Does everybody see that? And then we did that the opposite way, the same thing. So then from there, I gave you guys the names from each of these signs. And we said that even though this looks like this, the difference is this little bar means or equal to, or equal to. And this one says not equal to, and then from there we said we're going to start using the brackets for the solution set. Are we there so far? Okay. So from there, we got to this part. And then I said, I took this part and I said, here's a number line. There it is. And it's got red shading going to the left. Does everybody see that? And it has a beginning point. That beginning point, which is 5, is called the dividing point. Why dividing? Because it divides the number line into two sections, solutions and no solutions. Does everybody see that? Now, this is the last part that we left off yesterday, so check this out. Copy this. Does everybody have this already? Yeah. Copy that, please, on your paper. Draw your number line. Draw the numbers. Shade to the left with a little open point right here. Write solutions, no solutions, dividing point. Let me rewrite this. Dividing point. Copy that. So once again, this is called a dividing point. Why? Because it divides the number line into two sections, solutions and no solutions. Are we there so far? All right, pens down, eyes up here. Now check this out. I'm going to write an inequality from this graph, and I need you to pay attention because you're going to do the same right now. Here we go. If I was to ask you, look up to the screen, please. And I said, all these are solutions, right? And they keep going. And I asked you to pick a number from the solution section. Does everybody have your number? And let's say I called on someone and I said, I'm going to guess your number. Do you think I'm going to guess everybody's number? No, because it's a lot of different numbers. So in order for me not to be guessing, I'm going to say I'm not going to know which number they picked. I'm just going to label that X. All of these represent what? X. What was my dividing point? 5. So I'm going to use these two to write my inequality. So watch. Look up to the screen, please. So all of these are X. So I need to pick a number so I can know which way to write my arrow. So watch. Which number do you want me to use? Very good. I'm going to use 4. So instead of X, I'm going to write 4. I'm going to bring the 5 down. There it is. So then, think about it. 4 is what compared to 5? Hold on. Having technical difficulties right here. All right? Nothing. Hold on. Give me a second. All right, let's continue. Here we go. 4 is what compared to 5? Less than. So my inequality is going to be x is less than 5. Ever see what I did? I needed to use one of these numbers so I know exactly what arrow to use. X is less than 5. So this is my inequality of this graph. What does that mean in words? It means this. The solution to the inequality is all real numbers. What is this? Less than 5. Let me read it again. The solution to the inequality is all real numbers less than 5. Why all real numbers? Let's see. Can I pick 4? Can I pick 4.5? Can I pick 4.0000001? Yes. Can I pick 2.99999999999? Yes. So it includes all the numbers. That's why it's called the solution to the inequality is all real numbers less than 5. Did everybody see what we did? Okay, copy that, please. So once again, this we got from all these. It represents x, right? This is a dividing point. Then we use one of these numbers. I wrote 4. Is 4 less than 5? Yes. So this is x less than 5. Okay. Let's do another one together. Here we go. This is the second one. Copy this one, please. We have a number line. Number it all the way from -4 all the way to 6. Open point right here, and all pointing to the right. Okay, let's label all the parts. What is my dividing point, everyone? So we're going to label this as our dividing point. Where is my solution set? Everyone? To the right of this, right? That way? So here's my solutions, possible solutions. So what is on the left side? No solutions. Okay? So once again, all these numbers are represented. Which variable do I use? X. Can we use a different variable? Yeah, I can use a different variable. For right now, I'm just going to leave it at x. X. And what was my dividing point? -1. And notice that I always write the variable on the left and the constant or the number on the right. Does everybody see that? All right. So now let me ask you this. All of these are possible solutions, right? Which one do you want me to use to get my arrow? Which one do I use? 0? Okay. Let me use a different number. I'm going to use 6. Let's see. 6 and negative 1. What is 6 compared to negative 1? Greater than. That means that x is greater than negative 1. What's that? That's where I'm getting. We'll get there. Are we there so far? So what does that mean in words? What does this mean? The solution to the inequality is all real numbers greater than negative 1. Does everybody see what we're doing now? So once again, they give us a graph. With that graph, we write our inequality, and then from there we write our solution. So right now I'm going to give you a couple more, and you're going to do one by yourself. But right now we're going slowly just to make sure we understand it. Is everybody done copying? Okay, let's do another one. Here we go. Copy this one, please. I'll give you some time. Copy that, and then we'll go over it. Go. All right. Is everybody done copying this? All right. So check this out. Clean this up. So, what's our dividing point? 1 over 2. So this is my dividing point. I'm just going to put dp so I know that's that. Where's my solution from the dp? To the left. These are my solutions. And over here, my no solutions. All right, bless you. So then we write a variable. For this time, this one, use your own initial. Okay, Q. But you on your paper, use your own initial. And then what is the dividing point? 1/2. All right. So let's test a number. Which one do you want to use so we can? -2. Okay, 0 and 1/2. So let's see. What is 0 compared to 1/2? Less than. That means our inequality would be Q is less than 1/2. Does you understand? However, who noticed this one was a little bit different? Aside from the fraction. Here, let me go back to the previous one. Some of you didn't even see it. Here it goes. Look at this one. Look at the dividing point. Look at this one. Look at this one. Amelia? Did everybody notice that the other ones are open circles? And look what it says on the solution. Watch. It says the solution of the inequality is all real numbers less than 5. Any number less than 5 is a solution. Watch. Is 4 less than 5? Is 3 less than 5? Is 2 less than 5? Yes. However, look, can I use the 5? The dividing point. Can I use a 5? Let's see. Is 5 less than 5? No. It doesn't work. That's why it's an open point. Because it doesn't work. Therefore, watch. Look at this one. Is 0 less than 1/2? Yes. Is negative 1/2 less than 1/2? Yes. But can I use 1/2? Let's see. Is 1/2 less than 1/2? No, unless we do what? Equal to. That's why it's a solid point. Now we can use it. Is 1/2 equal to 1/2? Yes, so therefore my inequality is Q is less than or equal to 1/2. So whenever we see a solid point like this one, make sure you write your equal sign. Everybody got it? All right. And let's write our statement. What is our statement for this one? The solution to the inequality is, let me show you the symbol for all real numbers. Look up. Instead of writing all real numbers, I just do this. What does this mean? All real numbers. All real numbers. The solution to the inequality is all real numbers less than or equal to 1/2. Less than or equal to 1/2. Yes? All right, do this next one by yourself since you already got this. Yes? See how you do. There it is. Copy that. I want you to write me an inequality and write me a statement. Ready? Go. Example 1, copy this. It says, graph each inequality. M is greater than or equal to 3/4. M is greater than or equal to 3/4. Example 1, graph each inequality. M is greater than or equal to 3/4. So, first things first, let's draw a number line. Sorry. Draw a number line. I'm going to draw it right here. What's that? Start at 0. Then we got 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. All right. So first of all, we know that this is a dividing point. Is that correct? Yes. All right. This is my dividing point. So where does that go on the number line? Before the 1. Right before the 1? Right here? Yes. Is it an open point? No, because it has a what? The equal sign. So put a solid point. There it is. Okay. So now let's find out which direction it goes. I'm going to test this number, 0. So I write 0. Is 0 greater than or equal to 3/4? No, so 0 did not work. That means, what is this side? No solutions. Solutions. Which means that the answers are going to be going to the right. And these are my solutions. You see what we're doing now? Okay. Example Q. Do this one by yourself. Let's see how you do. Let's do A is less than -2.5. Graph me that one, please. Go. Okay, let's see what we got. Let's scroll up. I'm going to put the graph right underneath. Let's see. Start at 0, 1, 2, 3, -1, -2, -3. All right. So what's my dividing point? -2.5. Where's that at? Between the -2 and the -3. Is it an open point? Yes, because it doesn't have the little bar, right? So which one do you want to test, the -2 or the -3? I'm going to test the -3. I'm going to test this one. Is -3 less than -2.5? Yes. Is -3 less than -2.5? Yes. That means this is shaded that way, and these are my no solutions. Are we there? It still works, yeah. All right, home plate for tonight. Here we go. Copy this, please. What's that? What's that? Yes, we're graphing. Numbers 1 through 8, copy that. Once you finish copying, have a good one. And we're graphing. I want you to graph these. Bring them back tomorrow to see how you did. As soon as you copy that, you may leave. Nina, are you done copying that? Can I see? As soon as you have that, have a good one. Enjoy your home play. See you guys tomorrow.